Welcome back to SpellForce We Are of Dawn. I just walked back to the Stonewall Fortress and here we talk to Lord Hallet.
The rune marches beneath my banner. Had anyone prophesied that, I would have called him a fool. Don't get me wrong, rune warrior. I appreciate your assistance.
I hardly have any choice, my lord.
Well, who's got that, my friend? Who's got that?
What happened to the Dwarf Guard?
The dwarves and humans in the Windwall Mountains have been allied for centuries in a bond of brotherhood. It was the custom of the House of Hallet for the oldest sons of both rulers to swear fealty to this bond, just as I once did, and my father before me, and so did my son after me.
And now the bond is severed?
Yes. A misfortune divided the two houses, and the dwarves turned away from us. Now we are without their protection. They have withdrawn to their own country, and punish us with their silence.
Why?
That needn't interest you, servant of the rune. We are now left to our own devices. But we will show the world that we are just as good on the field of battle. This fortress will hold out.
The way he said none of your business probably means he knows what's going on and it's the fault of his people.
The undead fought back.
You have proven yourself, rune warrior. My people owe you their lives, and I owe you my country. The Order will learn of your valiant deed. As you are on a journey, I will not hold you up with court ceremonies. Take this modest reward, and the eternal gratitude of the House of Hallet.
Okay, I get an Utron shield from the House of Hallet, because they don't have their own shields apparently. Hello, Marcia.
You have fought valiantly. Excuse me for bringing you into this war, but without your help we would have been lost. I owe you far more than my thanks. Now then, speak. How can I serve you?
Do you know anything about Hokan Ashir?
Hokan Ashir? Indeed I do. He was a mage of the Circle. The greatest necromancer this world has ever seen. A sorcerer as powerful as he was gruesome. He died during the convocation. At least that's what people said.
Who commanded these attacks if Hokan is dead?
We don't know. The undead overran the fortifications into Greyshade Valley. Since then they have been pouring onto our armies like an untiring ocean. Without the Dwarf Guard we wouldn't have held out very long. And only the gods know if Arias and his men in Greyshade Valley are still alive. Somebody must break through to there. We have to know what's happening there.
If this is the only way to find out some more about Hokan, then I will go.
Our prayers will go with you. The south portal, however, is blocked off for you. Too many undead on the other side. You must make your way through the land of the dwarves. Talk to Skarvik, the dwarf blacksmith in the Southern Windwall Mountains. He will help you. He was always a friend of the humans and the House of Hallet. The journey to their land leads to the southwest. This key will open the gate for you. Good luck.
That is this gate here, but we found the Ring of Shadows, and I will briefly go back to Castagir in Greyfell, and show him the ring. This quest obviously won't end there, otherwise I wouldn't bother to do it now. I'll cut you in at Castagir, and then I cut you in again when we're at the gate, okay?
Greetings.
Is this perhaps the ring you were talking about?
Incomprehensible. The Shadow Ring. It looks just the way my master described it to me.
But it is an ordinary silver ring. It exudes no special power.
You're right. It seems to possess no power. And yet it looks like the Shadow Ring. I must ask Rigor.
Rigor?
One of the few individuals beside myself who dared study the shadows. He was on the trail of a runaway necromancer. Then he disappeared into the dark lands somewhere.
The Darklands? That's where my road will be taking me anyway. I'll take the ring along with me. If I find Rigor, I'll ask him about it.
Do it. I hope you find him. I can feel my time running out.
Just remember, we got rock spider silk as well. And since we're already in Greyfell, let's go to Tanara and I believe fix the rope of Tanart.
Ah, you again.
I have the rock spider silk.
At last. Then I can go right to work. All right. Here's your robe. Bring it back to Gabar, that hopeless good-for-nothing.
Is this the last of this quest?
Did you have the robe mended?
Here, I've had the robe mended.
Many thanks. I don't know what I would have done without you. But I won't bother you any longer. You have really helped me enough. Good luck on your travels.
Wow. It ended? Really?
Ah, friend. Aonir's light.
It did. Wow. We did it. And now? To the gate. Anything else? This is just some random light. Just looking if there's a treasure chest here or something. They like to hide those. And on to the Dwarven lands. By the way, I put in the Dwarven blueprints and the Dwarven rune, and now I can upgrade my Elven rune as well. Not a lot better, but full god.
It's an ambush.
A random goblin with some poisonous daggers. Why not? I quickly hacked down the building and yeah. Let me continue on. There's the room monument.
I'm ready to adventure.
Let's
Go.
continue.
Now.
This is the path to the Dwarven
Quickly
Fortress.
now.
Where? What?
Your kind is not welcome here, human. I advise you to travel on rapidly. You want to move freely here and do business in our town. But as long as you have nobody to vouch for you, you will find little friendliness among our people. And one more thing. In the south of our land, there is a giant wreaking havoc. If you see him, better run back to town.
Quickly now. Now.
They're not joking, that giant
Let's go.
hits hard.
Forwards.
Too hard, actually.
Quickly now.
What can you do? Berserk, huh? And wait, you are ranger? Do we have some? Of course not. Otherwise I probably would have equipped them already.
Very well.
Have that already. There is a bindstone.
A human, my brothers are not very fond of your kind. They call me Skarvik. I'm one of the blacksmiths here. I have always actually liked you humans until that lordling arrived.
Why did your people turn away from the humans?
Joshua, the son of the Lord of the Helites, covered himself with shame. He betrayed Herger, his blood brother in battle. He ran away and abandoned Herger to face certain death. Ask our Thainskald. It was his decision to cancel our bond with the humans, for Herger was his son.
I have to go to Greyshade Valley.
You can travel about our country as you please, human. These, however, where the land descends into the Valley of the Grey Shadow, is closed off behind a gate.
What is the purpose of the gate?
It is meant to protect us from what lurks behind it. Beyond the gate is where the Cold Mark begins, a land as horrible as the icy wind over the mountains.
If this is the only way to get to Greyshade Valley, then I want to take it.
The guard at the gate to the Cold Mark only obeys the commands of our Thainskald. You will need his permission to move on farther to the east.
What's this blood brotherhood all about?
For centuries, the dwarves and the humans of the Windwall Mountains have had an alliance with one another. After the War of the Six Nations, the Blood Brotherhood began. Since that time, the eldest sons of the rulers have mixed with their blood to seal the bond. This has been tradition for generations. Our Thainskald and the Lord of the Hellish Janir were once brothers. A few moons ago, Herger and Joshua also sealed their bond.
Is there nothing that can restore this alliance?
Only our Thainskald can decide that.
I need some...
Oh, do you perhaps think I don't have a grudge against your blood? Lording Joshua's cowardice kindles the same fury in me as it does in my brothers. But conflict only leads to defeat. If you wish to reforge the bond, to confront the danger from the east, then let it not fail because of any stubbornness on our part. You make a decent, upright impression. You're not a weakling like that Joshua. You have fire burning in your eyes. Very well, I will vouch for you. Don't disappoint me, human.
Do you make weapons too?
I haven't forged a really good weapon since the mines on the Blade Rock were destroyed.
On the Blade Rock?
An island to the southwest of here. That's where we used to dig the adamantium out of the earth. And the servants of the deep who lived there welcomed us as brothers. But the circle commanded us to forge more and more weapons. And then one day, the wrath of our god struck us. The mines were destroyed, and the powerful blades of might have been just legends since then.
Could you make me a blade of might?
I certainly could. Who do you think you have standing here before you? But to start such a job, I would need a basic form, an earth blade, an object that can only be found on the Blade Rock. The servants of the deep forged them in the days when the bond between us still existed. You will only find one on the Blade Rock.
Okay. Let's see who else is here.
Ah, you must be the servant of the rune Skarvik told us about.
Aye, I greet you.
Welcome. I am Loderick Svatlar. I brew the local beer, and other things. If you should happen to be thirsty, you've come to the right place.
So you brew more than just beer here?
Well, I've experimented with herb additives and discovered the powers of certain plants in the process.
A dwarf who collects herbs and brews beverages? That sounds unusual.
I know. But it has proven quite useful, and the people appreciate it.
Do you also make dark brews?
A curative elixir is often not all that different from a poison, if that's what you mean. What are you planning?
Well, I was thinking of a certain giant. A poison might paralyze him. Then it would be no trouble to finish him off.
Herger? Poisoning a monster like that is not a simple proposition. You'd have to feed him by the barrelful. But I might know of something that could work. At least it would weaken him for a while. They call it the green sleep.
Make me a green sleep.
I would need some ingredients to concoct it. A dwarf doesn't keep that sort of thing in storage. I need bite fern and weaver green. They shouldn't be all that hard to find. And then silverwind and shadowstalk. They only grow way up on the top of the eastern mountains. The most important ingredient, however, is a poison that is extracted from the spiders in the code mark. Bring me those ingredients, and you will get your poison.
Okay. A poison brewing alchemist dwarf. Were you?
Who are you, stranger? I can't make you out. Since my eyeglasses were stolen, I can't see anything anymore. If only someone could find them and bring them back to me.
I found these glasses here in a crate at Leonon.
Indeed, these are the ones. How of all the gorges in Bragagor did you find your way to Leonon? Here, take this bottle of dwarf brandy as thanks. However, say, when you found the glasses, was there a little bronze statuette with them?
No, I'm afraid not.
The statuette was taken along with the glasses. It is of immeasurable value to me. Perhaps you might go out on another quest? I would be very grateful to you.
Good questions. How did the glasses of the dwarf get to Leonon? That thief must have run quite far.
Go, human. Your kind is unwanted here.
I come to you on the recommendation of Master Skarvik. I need your help.
Skarvik? Very well, I shall listen to you, but be brief.
Urgent business brings me to the east.
The east is a tomb of my son. That route will remain closed to you.
What happened?
It was the cowardice of a human, lordling Joshua. He abandoned my son, Herger. The bond between humans and dwarves is severed.
The humans of Stonewall trusted in that alliance. If I don't make it to the east, then you will be facing open war. How many must die before your rage subsides?
Lordling Joshua must face his destiny, and either die like his brother in blood, or avenge that death. Only a deed like that can restore the bond. Do you understand?
Then I will convince Joshua to face his enemy in the Cold Mark once again.
Under those conditions, I would allow the eastern gate to be opened for you. The Lordling has crept away to hide somewhere south of the city. Find him. Make sure that the dragon that killed my son meets his end. Herger's helmet shall serve as evidence that it has been accomplished.
What does the room desire? Right away. Now.
And up here another person was exactly. So much moon silver. I guess this is not a warehouse without a reason. Moon silver is another resource, by the way, up here.
Ah, the Rune Warrior. What brings you to my mines?
Are you the foreman?
The mine master, if you don't mind. Now, tell me, what brings you here, human?
Apparently
Follow
nothing
me.
for now. Dark elves.
Let's go.
If I was with dwarves, I wouldn't be comfortable with dark elves looking down on me from the mountains, but I guess we can say this is probably all just a cave or something. Or at least it's
Quickly
meant to
now.
be one,
Now,
not open area.
to adventure. Follow me. At arms, men.
Minotaurs.
Close the ranks.
An enemy attack!
Healing 2.
Forwards.
Cute.
Follow me. Follow me. Forwards.
Are you sure you want to wear that in this weather?
What are you talking about? My clothing is practical in nature, and the weather is the least of my worries.
Ah, curses. Nobody wants to take the time for real sales talk anymore. I'm Miria, Sam's wife. Sewing is my trade.
Well, what have we here? A human face.
Considering the hospitality of the dwarves, I'm not surprised that you see one so rarely. Do you live here?
I'm Bron Gunnar. My family has been breeding cattle here for 4 generations.
They say a giant is stealing your cattle.
That beast just strolls around here and steals one animal after another, as if there were nothing to it. And we can do nothing to stop him. Nothing at all. Not even the dwarves can stop him, and that's saying something. May Bjarn's hammer strike him and smash him to pieces.
On my command. To adventure. Forwards. Quickly now. Now.
Trolls up here.
At arms, men.
And here's Joshua.
They're everywhere.
Close the ranks.
I'm ready. Let's go. Forwards.
Down here is the giant, by the way. During the night he sleeps here, and during the day he walks up.
An enemy attack!
Reinforce the defenses!
And patrols around here in this area.
Hold on, men!
An enemy attack!
An enemy attack!
Here. To adventure.
Don't take this bindstone yet, the giant will just smash it.
Reinforce the defenses!
Here. Attack.
An enemy attack!
At your command. For the rune!
The rune desire! For the light!
Destined for freedom.
Okay, a bit of beef for the wolf cub.
The rune calls. Understood.
I like wolves. So let's help with one.
Very well. We'll be done. Right away.
Ah, more beastmen.
Understood.
We're under attack.
At your command.
On my way. For the
Enemy
rune!
attack!
Back! We must drive them back!
Ah, crossbows, right? Crossbows, of course.
Oh, it's you again.
I have to ask you for some meat. I found a wolf cub about to starve to death. Too weak to move, even.
Oh, then we'll feed him so when he gets his strength back, he can attack my herd.
Don't talk nonsense. I'll pay you for it. Here, take these coins and give me a good piece.
Well, I can hardly forbid you from doing what you want to with honestly purchased meat. Here, take it.
You could refuse to sell to me.
The room's orders. Right away. On my way.
And here's the giant. Leave me alone, giant. I want nothing from you. Outrun him. Trying to remember where the wolf cub went. Exactly. I know it went to its mother. Up here. Newer somewhere. Now the wolf here will follow me.
Close the ranks.
They're everywhere!
They're everywhere!
They're everywhere!
I got a rune.
Hold on, men!
An enemy attack!
Reinforce the defenses!
I was just complaining about level. Ice magic bows. Oh, weird setup. $35.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Beastman's mane.
Yes.
Rune call.
On my man.
Rune call. On my way. Rune up.
I'm ready. To adventure.
Ready and able.
Reinforce the defenses!
Reinforce the defenses! Back! We must drive them back!
Reinforce the defenses!
They're everywhere!
They're everywhere!
Close the ranks!
An enemy attack! Ready and able. Reinforce the defenses!
What does the rune desire?
Now, attack. Into battle we go. For Aonir.
At your command. On my way. Right away. Yes.
Bit of a poison we need.
Very well.
More poisons today, I hope.
What does the rune desire? Yes.
On my command. For freedom. To adventure. Follow me. Forwards.
That would be that Beastman
Now.
camp.
Quickly now. To adventure.
Let's clean up a bit here and then we talk to Joshua.
Quickly now.
Reinforce the defenses! They're everywhere! They're everywhere!
I'm ready. Follow me. Forwards. Quickly now.
Who are you? Did my father send you?
Are you Joshua? I bring you news from the dwarves.
News from the dwarves? Have you come to kill me?
No. The Thane of Windholm is willing to give you a second chance.
You're just wasting your time. I'm no warrior. And I will never be one. The dwarves will never respect me. That much is certain.
You must face your destiny. If only for the sake of the humans your father rules. It is your duty, Lord's son.
But I can't. I shall be accursed. Death or disgrace, it's all the same. My life is forfeited one way or the other. I shall go.
And I will go with you. We will meet at the gate to the east.
Okay, I will end the episode here. Until next time.